All right, you are live.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming to our Bound Brook Board of Education meeting for this evening. I will start off with a quick reading of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Law, which was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of, attend the meetings of public bodies, at which time any business affecting their interests is discussed and acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the Board of Education Policy 0162, the Board of Education of the Bound Brook has caused notice of this meeting to be posted in the office, principal, and mailed or faxed to the Courier News, Bound Brook, South Bound Brook Board of Education, and any person who has requested individual notice and paid the required. Please stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Gorski, roll call, please. Yes, sir. Mr. Bell.
Here.
Mr. Dawson. Here. Ms. Casino.
Here.
Ms. Lima. Mr. Zupko. Ms. Moosen.
Here.
Mr. Minhas. Here. Ms. Hyde.
Here.
Mr. Coleman. Here. And Mr. Januzzi. Here. Board President, you have a quorum present this evening. Thank you, Mr. Gorski. Just light comments for my president's comments this evening. Just welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a bit since we were at the table, and I appreciate the flexibility of the meeting. And just a quick procedural update, because we are celebrating our middle school boys and girls soccer teams and their championship seasons currently in the cafeteria, I may be doing a little bit of double duty, so between Mr. and I, we will make sure the meeting continues on. At this point, happy to see a packed house here, so Dr. Freeman, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our November meeting. It is so great to see all the parents, teachers, students in the house, to be recognized, to celebrate the wonderful things we have going on in the district. So at this time, I'm going to call, and we'll start from the back or front today. We're going to start with Mr. Smith, with our students from the high school.
Switch it up. Mix it up.
Let's switch it up a little bit.
I like it.
All right, so those of you that do not know, the Crusader Citizen of the Month Award is in recognition of students demonstrating positive Crusader citizenship traits such as responsibility, respect, kindness, integrity, cooperation, tolerance, perseverance. Our first recipient is Nixon Desir. All right, Nixon has 4 siblings, 2 sisters and 2 brothers. His favorite subject in school is history and algebra. What he likes to do in terms of his hobbies are play football and spend time with his family. And his career plans are to attend UTI to become a mechanic. Okay, our next recipient is Doris Amaya Enestriza. No? Okay. Doris has 4 siblings. Her favorite subject is science because it helps her to understand nature and she likes to do arts and crafts because you can turn something simple into a piece of art. Her future career plans is to become a pediatrician and own a cafe. All right, our next recipient, Kimberlyn Bay Ramirez. Kimberlyn, now. Kimberlyn has 3 siblings. Favorite subject in school is math, especially geometry, because it's fun, and she likes to talk about angles and shapes. Hobbies are playing sports, basketball in particular. She enjoys being active and doing some type of workouts. She also loves meditating and doing yoga. After high school, her plan is to work and make enough money to go to college, graduate, and see the career path wherever it may take her. So congratulations. Oh, Doris is here. Okay. Oh, hi.
Don, you're good.
All right, Doris Amaya is here, so let's give it up for Doris.
Good job.
And our last recipient, Marcos has 2 siblings. His favorite subject in school is U.S. history. Hobbies are playing the drums, running, and spending time with his family. And one of his dreams is to become a pilot. So, congratulations.
You got great smiles. You must
Let's go around the floor for our first speaker. Next up, we have CMS, Dr. Sid Sermon. Sorry, I got a phone number.
Hello, everybody. So the first candidate receiving an award tonight is Farida Bagnazi. Farida was recommended by her teacher, Miss Amandora. Farida's siblings, 2 siblings in the school district, and favorite subject, of course, is math, because that's our math teacher. And likes to read, play video games, and draw. And career plans in the future, Farida would like to become a lawyer when she grows up. Unfortunately, she was unable to make it tonight, so she'll be presented her award tomorrow in school. But congratulations. Our second recipient is Dana Rodriguez Solis, who was nominated by another math teacher, Miss Boyd. Dana has 2 sisters and 1 brother in Ecuador, and favorite subject is math, of course, and social studies. Her favorite hobbies are dance, guitar, piano, soccer, drawing, painting, and reading. And professional career plans are to be a dancer and/or a pediatrician. Now I'm looking, I don't see Dana because I know she's playing double duty as well. Oh, there you are. She was trying to get here from soccer awards next door, so congratulations. Come on up. Come on up. And I will say, I was in your math class today, and you are a standout in math. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
One last round of applause for our middle school. We have Ms. Carbone.
Okay, our first student of the month is Gonzalo Tarazona, and he was recommended by Miss Caudle and Miss Heidersberger. Gonzalo has 2 siblings, Luisa y Alejandra, and he's doing a great job developing confidence and speaking up in class. And you love to be the teacher's helper, and you're very good at it. Yes? Congratulations. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. Good job, Gonzalo. Our second student of the month is in 4th grade, Roger Garcia Arevalo was nominated Miss Christian. He has a little brother, Snudger, in 2nd grade. You love helping with your little brother. You love lunch and recess, and especially playing soccer outside. Congratulations.
Hold it up.
Our 3rd student of the month at Smalley is Esmaria Ponte.
Look at that smile.
Esmari was recommended by Miss Lebowski. Esmari was very helpful to the other students, especially when they were making their floats for the Thanksgiving Day parade. She has a little brother, Jonathan, in the 4th grade, and she gets to see him sometimes in school. Yep, and so that's kind of fun when you see him in the hallway. And Miss Lebowski said she's very, very proud of you, especially as you're working on your math and your reading. So I'm very proud of you. Good job.
Yeah.
Smalley's last student of the month is Lynette Sandoval in Ms. Patel and Ms. Sheehy's class. And she also has, there you are, she also has Miss Bell and Miss Lavalva. Lynette has 2 older sisters, Amber and Brianna, and you enjoy helping your teachers to organize the classroom, yes?
One take. You guys are on
One
point
take.
today. So Thanksgiving.
So another round of applause for Smalley School Board Meeting. Next from Lafayette School, Mr. Chaos.
Our 1st grade student of the month is David Vasquez Hernandez from Miss Sella and Miss Ciampa's class. He has an older sister and 2 older brothers. He loves math because he loves to learn new math problems. He loves to play basketball and shoot the ball into the hoop. And he wants to be a firefighter when he grows up because he wants to put out fires.
It's coming.
I should stay over there.
Look at that smile.
You want to take a picture?
Big smile. Want to give me a big smile, what? Bye, David.
Another round of applause.
Our 2nd grade student of the month is Judah Jones. Judah Jones is from Miss Value and Miss Reese's class. He has 4 siblings, Aliyah, Isaiah, Noah, and Elijah. He likes math because you can learn to be smarter and you can learn new stuff that you never learned. He likes to play his favorite game, Fortnite. And he wants to be a McDonald's worker because his brother brings him food home. And that means that when I'm done with my job, I get to bring McDonald's food home. Judah Jones, everybody. Judah Jones.
You guys go in the middle.
Oh, Judah, here.
Another round of applause. Next up for Lamont Annex, Dr. S. Hey, Dr.
Congratulations to Kaden Mendez Cora, currently in preschool. His teacher is Mrs. Kilgore. Kaden has two siblings. Kaden loves to learn his letters. He loves the pumpkin patch and dramatic play and the art center. Kaden loves to play with his brothers, soccer, and Roblox. Kaden wants to be a police officer when he grows up. Congratulations to Kaden.
Hi, bud. No, one more. Cheese. One more cheese. Cheese. Nice slide.
Congratulations to Houston Lynchuk, currently in kindergarten. His teacher is Mrs. DeLuca. Where is Houston? Here we go. Houston has two siblings, two sisters. His favorite subject is? Arts. Okay. His favorite hobbies is playing outside. And when he grows up, he wants to be a
Police officer.
awesome. Congratulations to Houston.
Oh, look at you. All dressed up. Nice. I'll get that.
You guys want to slide?
Oh, yes.
My right. Go up. And ready? Oh, look at that smile. What a great smile.
Congratulations to all of our Lamont Annex winners. Let's have a thundering round of applause. And next up, we will honor some of our teachers, our Educator of the Month, and our support staff of the month. At this time, I would like Ms. Pettis to come forward along with Dr. Santos Sir.
Hello again. The community school is proud to recognize Sandy Pettish as a November Teacher of the Month for the Bound Brook School District. Sandy's a member of the Special Education Department and whose concentration is primarily in English Language Arts and Social Studies. Sandy is an anchor for students in the LLD and ERI classrooms. She creates a positive learning environment for her students and makes it a point to recognize their accomplishments. Sandy exhibits kindness and caring as she methodically reinforces positive behaviors, supports a growth mindset, and encourages students to reflect upon their academic progress, social interactions, and contributions to the school and the community. Sandy's role requires that she works in a collaborative manner with a team of professionals, including classroom aides, subject area teachers, occupational therapists, district behaviorists, social workers, and building administration. Sandy's contributions inside the classroom are equally matched by her efforts outside the classroom and in the community. She makes it a priority to attend her students' extracurricular and sporting events throughout the year, including attending every away football game for her students on weekends throughout the fall. As co-advisor for Student Council, Sandy is instrumental in developing fun activities, including school dances, recent door decorating contests, board game nights, and a variety of fundraisers. On behalf of the community middle school, I'd like to thank Sandy Pettish for her dedication and service to our students and school community.
Let me do your picture. Stuff going on. There you go.
Joe, would you like to
Yeah,
get him on?
Yeah, so we all, everybody should.
More.
Next up, I'd like to call Ms. Romero to come to the forward to be recognized as our support staff of the month.
All right. Since Ms. Romero's return to the high school last spring as the attendance secretary, her dedicated efforts in establishing an effective attendance process have been instrumental in fostering a culture of accountability and punctuality. Her involves reaching out to families to verify attendance, ensuring a direct line of communication that reinforces the importance of regular school attendance. Following up with students upon their return, Ms. Romero takes a hands-on approach to understand and address any attendance-related challenges. Furthermore, Ms. Romero meticulously cross-references period attendance with classroom teachers, creating a comprehensive system that holds students accountable for their presence in each class. Recognizing the issue of chronic lateness, she has implemented an additional measure by making early morning calls to certain students, serving as a wake-up call to prompt timely arrival to school. The impact of Ms. Romero's efforts are evident in the significant reduction of our truancy rate. Notably, we had a remarkable achievement recently as we recorded 0 truancies in the entire week, showcasing the tangible success of her strategies. It is with great pleasure that we acknowledge Ms. Romero as our staff member for the month of October, highlighting her exceptional contributions in enhancing attendance practices and positively influencing the school community. Her commitment to fostering a culture of punctuality and accountability has undoubtedly made a commendable impact at the high school. Ms. Romero, on behalf of the high school community, thank you for all you do and congratulations on being named Support Staff Member of the Month, an accolade you most certainly deserve.
And our teachers, please, our teachers, please stay and take a picture together. Okay? And next up, we have another outstanding educator. She has been chosen for the New Jersey Exemplary Educator Award. It's Miss Filiatro, I pronounced it right. Come on out to be recognized.
All right, I have a lot to say, just bear with me. I'll try to get through this. So I received a letter just recently regarding a nomination for Ms. Filiatro that I had submitted last year. So the letter read, "Dear Mr. Smith, I wanted to thank you for nominating Janelle Filiatro last spring for the 2023 New Jersey Exemplary Educator Recognition Program. The goal of this program is to identify educators who are valued by their school and community that have exhibited strong knowledge and skills, an inspiring presence, and a clear vision for quality teaching and learning. After a rigorous selection process, Janelle Filiatro has been chosen as a 2023 New Jersey Exemplary Educator. Please note that only 123 educators in the entire state of New Jersey are receiving this honor for demonstrating exceptional teaching and leadership abilities. Just to give you a perspective, there's close to 117,000 teachers in the state. In addition, as an exemplary educator, Ms. Filiatro has had a positive impact on students, colleagues, and the entire community. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to read a couple highlights from the nomination.
Sure.
Okay. Ms. Filiatro specializes in special education instruction and oversees the education of our scholars, with a wide array of disabilities. Additionally, she designs and delivers lessons geared towards the individual needs and capabilities of the scholars under her supervision. For example, Ms. Filiatro has played an integral part in creating the STAR program, which stands for Students and Teachers Achieving Results. As the teacher of the program, she implements a functional approach to the core academic classes, as well as social skills, motor skills, self-help, vocational skills, and community-based instruction. The purpose of the program is to provide our young scholars with the opportunity to practice and master independence, self-advocacy skills, engage in social interaction, access community resources, acquire and maintain vocational placement, and participate in recreation and leisure activities. Essentially, this initiative is intended for students enrolled in the Functional Life Skills Program that they will transfer these skills into their adult lives following high school graduation. Additionally, Ms. Filiatro provides opportunities for STAR program students to gain experiences outside of the classroom as well by attending structured learning experiences, which are experimental, supervised, and in-depth learning experiences that are designed to offer students the opportunity to more fully explore career interests post-graduation. Moreover, Ms. Filiatro established the Brook Cafe, in which students in the program set up and run a small coffee business on Fridays at the high school. Through the cafe, students have real-life exposure to adult work where they practice communication skills and learn important job skills. They also learn how to count money and keep inventory logs. Students in the program created a Google form to take orders and purchased a mobile coffee cart for their small business. On Fridays, the students take orders, make the coffee, and deliver it to staff members throughout the high school. Furthermore, Ms. Filiatro was paramount in implementing the Personal Wellness with Friends program, which is a collaboration between the special education and physical education departments at Bound Brook High School to promote inclusive education for all students. This class is a physical education class where students with socialization and adaptive needs are paired with typical developing students to promote skill building while fostering recreational wellness skills. Ms. Filiatro's mannerisms and professionalism, both in and out of the classroom, are among the elite. Ms. Filiatro exemplifies qualities that are valued in an educator and a professional: integrity, genuine commitment, hard work, and a firm belief in lifelong learning. It is for these reasons, among countless others, that Ms. Filiatro was nominated and selected as a recipient of the 2023 Exemplary Educator Recognition. Congratulations, Janelle. We are so proud of your accomplishments and contributions to Bound Brook High School.
We're gonna take a picture with all of the outstanding educators come up, we're gonna take a picture together.
I'll get you guys.
I just had to add something. I'm a little jealous of the principals who get to read about them because I know how wonderful they are, but in addition to being outstanding educators, support staff, they're great people. Every time you see them, they have a smile on their face. something positive to say, and I know because of the classification they teach that things can be difficult sometimes. But they always have a smile on their face, so they're wonderful human beings, and I want to recognize them for that. So let's have another round of applause. Okay, at this time, I would like all students to go up to the stage so we can take our picture with your parents. Students and parents, come on up. Estudiantes y padres, ven acá por favor. ¿Sí? That good?
You want us down or up?
What do you want it down, up, down?
Up, Emmanuel, you got the table? Up. Yeah, up. Up is better. We can slide to the middle.
Slide on down, slide on.
This way. So, Tom usually further. Tom, you tell us how far we can go. No, that's good. Okay.
You can sit in front of me.
All right, Tom, are we ready? Are we ready? Thanks.
Congratulations again to all of our student award winners and their families for an outstanding accomplishment. Okay, we're gonna take a short recess and let everybody take their pictures.
I'm just muting.
Unmuted.
Okay, we're gonna get started again. Surprise, it's me. Mr. Januzzi will be back shortly. We have committee reports up next, which means, I don't know if you have, okay, we're gonna start with our student board member. Your report first, go ahead.
Okay, I have a pretty short report today. I had the luxury of interviewing Ms. Carbone from Smalley School for the purpose of basically introducing her because she's new to this district. So I'll basically read off what I derived from it. So Ms. Carbone has held many titles in different countries, including Costa Rica, and Director of Education, Vice Principal, and Principal of K-4. She decided to work as a principal of Smalley because she loves the area and lives close to the school, allowing her to have a more personal connection with her faculty and students. An example of this would be one time, I don't remember the exact situation, a student basically, he did something like momentous. So she went over to his house with, I think, his teacher and gave him like a present and like celebrated with him and stuff like that. So I thought that was really nice of her. And she has done this through awards, shout outs, and recognitions of both teachers and students. She intends on making sure all students who are voting get what she needs, get what they need through building positivity, having sessions of mindfulness, proper behavior, and by placing her students in levels that meet and adjust for their needs, like ESL and gifted. She also promotes programs like Middle Earth, which is currently at capacity, and as you guys may know, it promotes student involvement within the community. And in the future, she wishes to learn more about the district, getting a doctorate in administration, being the best principal she can be to the students, teachers, and families, which I think was evident today because when she was announcing like the student of the month, she was basically upbeat, trying to cheer the students on and stuff like that. In other news, I think it was mentioned, but the middle school boys and girls soccer teams won the finals to their playoffs. So. And the other community middle school teams, like their volleyball team, are currently did really good this season. I don't know how many losses they had, but I know
15-1.
15-1.
Wow.
And this is other news, but through the collaboration with the principals of other high schools in Somerset County, professional development representatives around the county is currently being developed. But
All right, we'll move to education, Mr. Dawson.
Thank you, Mr. Ball. The Education Committee met earlier this month. We had a relatively brief agenda, so a few items we focused on. The benchmark data from our new assessment programs, iReady and iExcel, that data has been sent home to families. Earlier this month, our after-school programs started yesterday and will run through early February. They run on Tuesday and Thursday. Slightly different student population between first and sixth grade and seventh and eighth grade programs, concentrating on providing students with what they need. And from a professional development standpoint, there's professional learning in the works that will help our staff members connect the assessment data to the learning standards that we are required to focus on from the state, and trying to prioritize which standard will give us the best results when provided additional focus. Thank you.
Okay, any questions for education? Anyone? Next is governance. Again, another fairly short agenda. First, I think everybody has done this at this point, but we needed everybody to complete the self-evaluation. Mr. Januzzi had sent an email, I think, out to the 3 members. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but 2 members, because he was one of them who had not completed it. So, what's that?
Don't throw him under the bus.
No, I would never. I wouldn't say any names. But he's not here, so he doesn't know. I think everybody got it done this way, but if you are one of those people and you haven't gotten it done, please do so because Rich wants to get all the data compiled and back out to us as soon as possible. As far as our board training goes, we're gonna start again in January with our yearly ethics training. It seems as though, I talked to Gwen about this, it seems as though we are going to be able to keep our certified status for at least another year. She said that as long as less than 1/3 of the board turns over, that we keep that. But even better than that, if you earn 10 more hours, you become what's called master certified, I believe it is, and we are master board certification. We already have 2.5 hours towards that, which we'll talk about next will be our strategic planning. That'll earn us at least 3 more, plus ethics, plus our yearly retreat, all those things. Basically, if we do a few more trainings, we can definitely earn master certification as well. So that's something that as a committee, we said we would definitely like to shoot for because honestly, we're gonna be really close anyway. So a few more additional trainings and we can make that happen, which would be really great for another, feather in our cap to display, to show the community that we are, seriously committing ourselves to getting better and learning the job and improving every single month. The last thing that I actually just mentioned is strategic planning. Now, anybody who's watching at home, you are about to hear a lot about strategic planning. We are going to be setting up meetings with all stakeholders, and that includes us, but that more importantly includes teachers, administrators, parents, students, anyone in the community who is interested. You don't even have to have a child in the schools, anyone who's in the community. We want you to come out. We want you to be a part of the process. We're gonna hold meetings, we think right now, in January, February, and March. We invite you to come to all 3. If you can only come to one, that's fine. Come to as many as you can, but we wanna see as many people there as we can. We don't have dates yet. We are going to set up a Zoom meeting with Gwen to come up with a date in each month that does not conflict with any other Bolingbrook School District activities. So good luck with that. No games, no plays, no nothing. I don't know how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I think it might be Sunday morning at 4 a.m. I'm not sure how we're gonna make it happen, but we're gonna make it happen. But I, down in Atlantic City, I actually went to 2 different training sessions on how this works, and they showed videos, and it is really fascinating how it works, but everybody gets involved and pretty much gets to articulate what they would like to see in the school district. So it's not just coming from the board and it's not just coming from the staff, but everybody in the community has their say. So if you're out there and you want to see something over the next 5 years change or improve in the district, this is your chance to have your voice heard. You will definitely get more, I call them advertisements about that. You will get phone calls and emails, and you'll see things around the school district, so you will hear more about it, but we are going to push. We would love to see 100 people at each meeting, so we will see if we can get that. But board members, we're hoping you can all attend, most of them, if not all of them, but we will be in contact with those dates as soon as we talk to Gwen, which should be coming up really soon. That's our hope. And I think, yes, the last thing is that we're moving the board meeting to tonight, so I think that's all I have. Any questions for me? Okay, so next is Human Resources, which is Ms. Musson.
I was not there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay, it was a while ago. I was away from work.
Okay, is there anyone who was present? I mean, no, I'm sure no one's prepared, but. Oh, and Rich, of course. All right, then we will move right along. Unfortunately, next is operations, which is Mr. Zupko and Mr. Januzzi as well. If Mr. Gorski, if you have anything that you want to put out there for us, you're welcome to speak this time.
Sure, I'm happy to. On behalf of Mr. Zupko, we had 3 items that we talked about in the operations committee meeting. First is an update on the district ROD grants, which stands for Regular Operating Districts. This is a state of New Jersey program where the state is offered to reimburse districts for the cost of capital improvements to facilities, mainly the skin of the building, roofs, windows, boiler systems. Mount Brook submitted 14 ROD grants, and we were very pleased that the majority of our ROD grants were approved,
including $4.6 million of boiler replacements at the high school, Smalley School, Lamont School, and Lafayette School. And the state is going to reimburse the school district over 66% of those costs. So over 2/3 of the cost of all the boiler upgrades in this district are going to be on the state's dime. And these are big ticket items that are usually bundled as part of a referendum. So this is a great opportunity, great news. Next is the district has received confirmation of the audited excess surplus calculation for the year ended June 30, 2023. And the Board of Education was able to grow excess surplus through the effective management of the budget by almost $1.9 million. Over $1 million of that new money was transferred into capital reserve, which is a reserve account on the balance sheet dedicated to improving the district facilities as well and everything that's in the long-range facility plan. And that also leaves an additional $785,000 of surplus carrying over, which will recycle to revenue in the 24-25 budget. The intent of that is to reduce taxes to the community. And the third item was an update on the security issue deductible. We had an insurance claim for a security issue having to deal with the computers in the district. And the district received a favorable deductible of $25,000, where it could have been as much as $250,000. So, and then the final thing was Mr. Chinesi provided the committee with the BBEA negotiations update. And that concludes operations.
Okay, thank you. Anybody have any questions for Mr. Corsi? Oh, Mr. Janosi's back.
Keep up your fine, John.
All right, I'll finish up committees. Next is athletics and co-curricular, Ms. Casino.
Yeah, so my update is we actually didn't have a meeting. I think just considering for the next meeting, you probably want to get into how our winter sports are developing, take a look at our spring sports forecasts and take a work with Mr. Steele on any obstacles, our enrollment, and really get a good look at that. So more to come in our next meeting.
Okay, and Ms. Hyde, do you have a report? You do? Okay, go ahead, Ms. Hyde.
I do. At ESC, one of the things that they were working on were the district goals. They had 4 district goals. One was student enrollment, in which they wanted to increase enrollment. 2, they're developing a cosmetology lab there, which is really new to the program. And they're getting everything together and the certified staff. They're also completing the plans for the ShopRite Lab Cafe, where students are working, and they will also be serving food. It's very interesting. If you can get a chance, come on over and see it. It's very interesting to watch. The other is marketing. It's just expanding the websites, having in-house sessions so that districts can come and just observe what's going on at ESC. And really doing 3 email marketing campaigns, just showing what the educational and transportation services are. In buildings and grounds, it's really just maintenance and things so that they can, power wash so they don't have to paint the whole place, things like that, which it costs a little money but saves a lot of money. Their 4th is transportation, and as I reported before, they have sold most of the vehicles off. They still do have some for special ed transportation, and they're just looking at how they can expand the base there. The other thing that really went on during that meeting was just looking at policy and regulation. And, they have the same type of process we have, which is the relationship with Strauss Esme. And there were 4 new policies, 8 revised policies, and 6 that were abolished. And many of these are mandated policies, so it's something that absolutely has to be looked at and attended to. And that really is it. The next meeting is December 6th, so in December we'll have a little bit more.
Thank you.
Great, thanks, Sue. Before we close out committees, any other final comments, questions? All right, and I believe we are back up to committee meetings for December will be on Monday, is that correct? Yes, so everybody just pencil that into your calendars if you have any conflicts, please let Mr. Gorski or Dr. Freeman know. At this point, we are up to item number 5. We are open to the public for agenda items only. So in accordance with District Policy 0167, which governs public participation in board meetings, members of the public can sign in at the podium or online by providing their name, address, and group affiliation if applicable. Public participation is limited to 3 to 5 minutes in duration, and no participant may speak more than once on the same topic until all who wish to speak on the topic have been heard. Any comments from the group? All rush up at once. How about online?
You know what I'm gonna ask, agenda or open?
Agenda first.
None on agenda.
Thank you, sir. All right, so we are on to item number 60.1. This is the approval of the minutes from August 21st. Regular and executive. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Do them all separately.
No, Mr. Val, that's a great point. So in looking through that, I didn't scroll too far down. So we have agenda items from the August meeting, the November meeting. I'm sorry, August, September, and October. We'll get to November because that's the, I'll get that. So this is items 6.1 through 6.3. Can I have a motion? Thank you, Ms. Mustin. Second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Dawson. Any discussion? Hearing none, can we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Bell.
Yes.
Mr. Dawson.
Yes.
Ms. Zeno.
Yes.
Ms. Lima.
Yes, with an exception of the 1018, that I wasn't here.
So noted, thank you. Ms. Newsom.
Yes.
Mr. Ginhas.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes, with the exception of 6.3, as I was not in attendance.
Thank you, so noted. And Mr. Goldberg.
Yes.
And Mr. Janusz.
Yes, with the exception of 6.1.
Thank you. Motion passes.
Thank you. We are now up to item 7.1. Resolved that the superintendent recommends for approval the resolutions as outlined in district personnel resolutions. This is 7.2 through 7.48. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Val, second.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Hyde. Any discussion?
Quick question, 7.4 and 7.12 is 7.4 pressing 7.12? What is it?
7.4.
Yeah, that's the.
Right. Yeah, the head ESL teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed on that.
So, the 7.12. The job description. Like 40 bullets, I mean, it's intimidating.
I can't tell you why it's so long, it's been there for a while. What we did, when it was approved by the board, we actually just changed the person that they report to, because it was assistant superintendent for curriculum instruction, we no longer have that position, we have that director, so.
And grammatically, there was some errors.
Why don't take a look at it?
Well, yes.
Thanks.
And I'll just briefly, Mr. DeMarco's retirement, as we get closer to the date, I imagine we'll celebrate, but he's a longtime district employee, sad to see him go, but happy to see this next year, and see, retires from, the district and moves on to the bigger benefits. Any other comments or questions? All right, hearing none, can we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Bell.
Yes.
Mr. Dawson.
Yes.
Ms. Zeno.
Yes.
Ms. Lima.
Yes, with an abstention under the asterisk.
So noted, thank you. Ms. Newsom.
Yes.
So noted, thank you. Mr. Minhas.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Mr. Ballmer.
Yes.
Mr. Janusz.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. So we are now up to item Be it resolved that the Bound Board of Education approves the resolutions as outlined in district education resolutions. This is 8.2 through 8.17. Sir, may I have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Val, a second. Thank you, Ms. Muslin. Any discussion?
Learn pet therapy, because I would really love that. That's what I was gonna. Sounds awesome.
What did you want to do?
And we're pet therapy for the
Afford pet
Board of
therapy.
Education.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman.
Wow. Don't be surprised when the dog shows up next meeting.
Cats, dogs, cats. Just,
You gotta work around allergies now.
I am allergic.
Any other comments or questions?
Me.
Sure, go ahead, Ms. Hockey.
I just, it's so nice to see the class trips that are arranged. And there's such a variety of them and throughout every school. I think that's really important to the kids and I love seeing them.
Really, you really notice it a lot more now after the years of not having them.
Yes.
You really
It's so
appreciate it a lot more,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's great.
I would like to volunteer.
Which one is 8.5? Oh, and you're on the phone.
Nice. All right, unless there are any other comments or questions, Mr. Gorski, I think we can do a roll call.
Yes, sir. Mr. Val?
Yes.
Mr. Dawson?
Yes.
Mr. Zeno?
Yes.
Ms. Lima?
Yes, with an abstention on the double asterisk.
So moved. Thank you. Ms. Muslin?
Yes.
Mr. Minhas? Yes. Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mr. Januzzi?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 9.1, be it resolved that the Bound Board of Education approves the resolutions as outlined in board action resolutions. This is 9.2 through down the line.
No. Wow, 46. 46.
Through 9.46. Thanks, everybody. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Val, second.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Minhas. Any discussion?
I had a question about 9.46, accept and approve football field / track fence replacement. Is there any set date for the replacement?
I believe the intent is to do it between seasons so that it is prepared for the spring, but Mr. Gorski, maybe you can confirm if we have said.
Beg your pardon, which replacement is it?
This is the fencing at the, Lamont Field.
Fencing. It's gonna be short term as soon as the vendor availability and the fence parts are ready, it'll be soon, within weeks. And it's just a perimeter fence to replace the one that's,
Immediately surrounding the field, right? So just for clarity, that still leaves us with the need to replace the fencing that runs around the actual perimeter of the property, which we're planning to do at some point in the future, correct? Any other questions or comments? I know it's a rather long section.
thank you for the donations, really appreciate it. And, quick question on 9.45. Do you really take that fraud?
All kidding aside, I think it's fantastic, the amount of continuing education that actually does occur, not only in our teaching staff, but seeing the administration committed to the same values, I think is fantastic. Practice what you preach, right? So more than happy to support it.
I have a question on 9.44.
Sure.
So it's bus emergency evacuation drills. What students are covered? Is that just covering students that are bused, or is that including the entire student population? How to get off of a bus in an emergency?
Mike, you want to speak to that?
The bus emergency evacuation drills are for all buses, all drivers, so that they're prepared to evacuate students in the event of an emergency. So every driver on every route will be trained.
So it's not including students' understanding of what to do in emergency on a bus. It's only for the drivers.
I believe that's part of it too. The students are there to support the whole initiative.
Are you saying students that is in school?
I'm asking if, even if a student walks to school every day, if they're happen to be on a school bus, going to a sporting event, and they understand how an emergency evacuation on a bus, we're a non-bus district, so I'm wondering, does the general population of students understand how to handle an emergency on a bus if they had to?
Would probably be referenced in the student handbook. But it's an interesting question that I'll investigate further. Because we're a walking district, as you mentioned, so it's predominantly special education and after-school athletic co-curricular routes. So those would be the students that are participating, because they're the ones on the routing schedule. But if a student who was not regularly transported was to be on a bus, would they know? We'll report back. It's an interesting question.
That would be great.
Thank you, Ms. Guzino. Any additional comments or questions? All right, hearing none, can we have a roll call, please? Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mr. Dawson?
Yes.
Ms. Guzino?
Yes.
Ms. Lima?
Yes, with an abstention on the double asterisk.
Thank you. Ms. Musson? Mr. Minhouse?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Mr. Vollmer?
Yes.
Mr. Janussi? Yes. Motion passes. Thank you. We are now up to other matters to come before the board. All right. Any new business from the members? All right, and at this point, we are up to item number 12, open to the public for discussion. This is for any item, not just agenda items. But the same stipulations apply. If you're in the room, please log your name into the sign-in sheet along with your address and affiliation if applicable. If you're online, that would be required to be filled in the form in order for us to address your questions. Responses are expected to maintain the 3 to 5 minute limit, and individuals are expected to be allowed to speak on all topics before we take additional questions. So, any questions online?
There are no questions online.
No questions online. I think we have a question in the room now.
We do. Sign in.
We're gonna call first, always, right?
You don't want me to take the pen, though.
I hope your name's not long, because you don't
Initials
be making
on
about
there.
an inch and a half fast.
All right, hi, my name is Chris Schaffner. I am kind of representing the Bound Brook High School Drama Club tonight. Since I have 3 to 5 minutes, I do want to give some shout outs before I offer an invitation. First and foremost, I want to shout out our students. They have been working since September on putting together Willy Wonka Jr., which will be on December 9th and 10th right here in this room. Like I said, many afternoons, many evenings, the students have been working here, memorizing lines, learning choreography, helping build the set, paint the set. You know, we do a lot of things on our own. So that's been very nice. Shout out to some middle school students who will be joining us for the performance as well. We have 3 middle school students that are part of the cast. And then we have upwards of 50 Smalley students of 5th and 6th grade that will be part of the show as well. Many of them being Oompa Loompas and many of them being squirrels being part of the show. They also have some great advisors over there. They have Miss Campbell, Miss Siv, Miss Sandler, and forgetting one more. Oh, Miss Lebowski. Well, they are doing their own. It's really coming together nicely. And then the big shout out goes to the big director, my boss, my wife, Mrs. Schaffner, who's the director of everything. Our basement is full of costumes. Our closets are full of costumes that have been sorted. by sizes and arranged for every student and figuring out all the costume changes as many of our students play multiple roles. So it's a pretty big undertaking and it's something that we haven't done before, having a fall musical. So I wanted to make sure that it's on the record that everyone's getting a shout out for putting in, you know, extra work for a new project this coming fall, actually 2 weekends from now. So like I said, it's gonna be a great show. I have flyers that'll come up and pass down the road, but it's gonna be right here 9th and 10th at 2 p.m. So afternoon shows, because we do expect a younger audience to be here. I've been reaching out to elementary school principals as well. We hope to get them in here on Friday the 8th to see at least a little sampling of the show and get flyers home to them and, you know, and get them excited about it, because now we have basically a track from grade 5 all the way up to grade 12 to kind of build these bridges from building to building and getting them involved in the drama club, because we've had the Smalley students in here. This will be the 3rd year of having Smalley students. So we're continuing that progression as we go through. So it's pretty exciting. Like I said, I'll bring up the flyers and pass them down, but I hope everyone can attend.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
so much. And thank you for all the work that you guys do.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks for hanging in and for bringing that to everybody's attention. Looking forward to seeing your show.
Welcome. Thank you.
At this point, we are up to item number 13, which is a move to go into executive session. So resolved that the Mount Vernon Board of Education enters executive session as allowed by NJSA 10:4-11 for the purposes of 1, 4, and Mr. Merriman, 7.
Yes.
1, 4, and 7. Mr. Bell gets the win. Can I have a motion? Thank you, Ms. Mustin. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Hyde. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
You are unmuted.
Okay, so. Welcome back from executive session. We are now up to item 14.1. Be it resolved that the Bound Board of Education approves the resolutions as outlined in approval of HIP cases under high school. This is 14.2 and 14.3. Motion? Motion. Thank you, Mr. Dawson, second. Ms. High, can we have a roll call, please?
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mr. Dawson?
Yes.
Ms. Gazino?
Yes.
Ms. Lima?
Yes.
Ms. Muslim?
Yes, but abstain for.
Thank you. Mr. Minhas?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Mr. Bowler?
Yes.
Mr. Januzzi?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Item 15.1, be it resolved that the Bound Board of Education approves the resolutions as outlined in approval of HIP cases under middle and elementary schools. This is 15.2 and 15.3. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Mr. Januzzi, I beg your pardon. With 15.1, wasn't there going to be a removal of 2.1?
I thought do we have to open, do
We're
we have
gonna
to
do that.
move and then do that in the discussion? Is that how that works? I was gonna make a motion to remove them once we were open for discussion. Should I do
We're
that?
just going to exclude those two from the motion.
Okay. You wanna go ahead and do it all at once then?
With those
Sure.
excluded,
Okay,
everything except for those two.
there you
Okay. So let's try this.
go.
So we are moving items 15.2 and 15.3. With 15.2, we are excluding item number 251249 and item 251563. Very good. Now, can I have a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Second.
Second.
Ms. Mussett. Roll call, please, Mr. Gorski.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mr. Dawson?
Yes.
Ms. Gazino?
Yes.
Ms. Lima?
Abstain.
Thank you. Ms. Muslim?
Yes.
Mr. Minhas?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Mr. Bowler?
Yes.
Mr. Januzzi?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, and thank you for the help on the procedures. We are now up to item 16.1, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Lima, second.
Second.
Thank you, Ms. High, all in favor?
Aye.
Have a good evening.